What's up, bro? Salam, shalom. All praises to the rising, peace and wisdom. Hopefully, everyone's in good spirits. Can I get a sound check? Pretty please. Like, share, and subscribe. I was having a hard time going live. I think my channel might be hacked. King Cooley Foolish, Rightful Hitter, Morning, and everyone else. Today, I want to do this deep video for you guys. Of course, you see the title. It's chilly in hell. So you make sure you got on the turtleneck. Cause y'all on y'all I'm here to curse y'all out this morning. Yeah, y'all on y'all way to hell. So let me give y'all some kind words on y'all way. Now, hell ain't a kind place, so the words ain't gonna be, but that's not the point. Yeah, get it how you can. Oh, look at Arthur and they gonna slide by. Look. Some of y'all been watching long enough, y'all know who Arthur is. You know, these ducks I mess with. No spicy talk, I'm like Solomon. I deal with animals. I deal with everybody, all persons, animals included. So, a little duck family I mess with. They let me know what's going on. There they go. Now let us begin. We all live in the world, current world, and all attacks are psychological. Now I'm not speaking about your ops in the neighborhood, but I'm speaking about the government or the elites versus the masses. And so all the attacks of the elites are psychological, meaning they're attacking you guys' minds, you guys' perspectives. These are the things that y'all have to live out, not them. Now, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you own a prison or you're a shareholder in one. So the prison system's your business. Now, you as a business owner of this prison, you need people in jail and you need them there immediately so you can start earning your revenue. To achieve this, crime has to be glamorized, and rewarded. So people can be attracted to ending up in jail. Otherwise, what are we talking about? And so, of course, crime being glamorized and rewarded, that will get old. People will get hip. And so that's when, you're going to have to reward criminals after they come out of jail. And so this is where we are in the current climate. When I was growing up, crime was glamorized. If you're a young person in today's times, crime isn't necessarily glamorized, but you do see all the people coming from prison having first dibs on opportunity. Let's go back to Lil Wayne when he went to jail, even probably before that. But you get my point? There seems to be a reward after you go to jail, like a whole network. And so that's the point I'm trying to get you guys to see. We live how we live, but psychologically, these orders are set in place for purposes, monetary ones. And so if you young, you say, damn, it seems like if I go to jail, It's like college. I can connect with, whoever's who. When I come out, I can get something going for myself. And so that's not the reality of the whole, but just a small few. But the small few will be used to bring in the rest. You get it? Everybody's not going to have an opportunity to be a big rap star. But from the perspective of the rap business, that wouldn't matter. You just make the one look really good so that the rest chase it. And you get it? You have to remember rap is a business, an industry. And so it's not just about the stars making music, but it's about you guys, the masses. Y'all have to be in tune with this stuff and purchase it and want to be a part. And so you get it? Y'all say, man, I can be a part. And so y'all spend y'all money towards this industry, whether it be entertaining yourself to get to that place, however it may be. But you get my point? All is strategized. We fall into these strategies. And so you got to grasp if you're young. This psychological attack is being pushed on y'all. Meaning if you young, you running around here wilding out, or you may not even be wilding out, but you like you see all the jail, you see this jail network. This is like the cool crowd now, the jail network. I ain't speaking against, the jail dudes. Like I said, most of my people come from that side. So this has nothing to do with sides. They manipulating us both. Like those of us that's on the straight and narrow end, you get it? Those coming from the pokey. So if you from the pokey, I don't want you to get lost. This is how messages get, stepped on. Somebody from jail feel insulted in perspective. And this ain't about them. I'm talking about the system. So that's another aspect of the cross psychology or the psychological attacks that I'm talking about. It's hard to speak on these topics. They know this already. They like, man, hella dudes went to jail. Somebody say something, it's gonna cause a friction between them before the message even get heard. And so if you somebody coming from jail, this don't really got nothing to do with you. You don't got to take an offense. You just fall into the orders you do. And so I'm explaining how that happened. And it's rough out there. So don't forget that. Meaning, if you somebody that's coming from the prison system and it's working for you, you get an opportunity, it's still hard though. So, there's better ways to do things. You got a bunch of rappers. You got Jim Jones. He going through what he going through. You got other rappers that's just as big or bigger. They ain't going through nothing. You get it? You get it? They not even a part of that check-in network. Fucking Miley Cyrus and these weirdos, they pull up to LA, they don't even know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that. They just live. You get it? It's a specific crowd thing. We falling into that while everybody else just moving about freely. You get my point? The goofy nerd can go to LA right now and probably walk right through Compton. They won't even see him. But one of our own, you get it? So y'all gotta peep the psychological attacks. You got people like Suge Knight who synced it, but his approach was too aggressive, and so I suppose his whole way, fell to the wayside because of that. Meaning Suge Knight seen what I'm saying, so he like I can just attack, you know, those that are into the psychological games. You get my point? Y'all are being psychologically attacked by elites. Y'all don't realize it. So like if y'all was like Suge, then y'all would, then y'all like, man, I don't even have to play this game. I don't know how to psychological attack, but I know how to like press up on your body. You get it? This is how most of y'all would be if you found out somebody like tricking you and playing with your mind. So you like, I don't know how to do that, but I know how to beat them up and take whatever I want back from them. So Suge moving like in that way. In perspective, of course, there's more to Suge than that. On the other side, meaning you got people that ain't elites that got, stories too, where they like, nah, fuck that. He a bad he a bad person. I wouldn't care what his agenda was. But I'm just making a point. Y'all are getting, attacked through the mind, meaning they're setting the orders for y'all to fall into, and so we do. If you're lost, I'll give you an example. All the youth, 25 and under, 25's not a youth, but you get my perspective, the young. Y'all all work out like y'all in prison, but y'all don't have no talents to use it on. Meaning y'all not working out because y'all about to be the next boxer, and y'all not working out because y'all in college about to play basketball. Y'all just work out like dudes do in jail. Y'all got that from dudes coming from jail. The point I'm making is this. It's just like I said. They're glamorizing a certain lifestyle and putting every aspect of it on the youth. Y'all are all gonna grow up going to jail. Y'all admire it. You get my point? It's a deep thing. If you from my times, you understand clearly, like, oh, I see what he's saying. That's deep. If you young, it may go over your head a little bit. That's why it's scary. Like, hopefully other elders hear what I'm saying. And, videos like this, I don't mind if people, steal it and kind of put it in their own words. Because this is the messages for the youth. They got to hear that. They gonna die and go to jail. But like my deep sciences, I be breaking down. Don't tap dance on that because that's important. You're gonna mess it up. You're gonna mess up the understanding, like the point that was left. That's not. They ain't got nothing to do with me. You get my point. If I'm breaking down ancient Egypt and you hear something in the video you like, and then you kind of put it in your own words, you messing with some shit that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just explaining it, and so it needs to be understood a specific way. But like I said, in regards to these videos, y'all good to go. If you can word this shit that I'm saying better and get it across clearer and you know you like popular, go ahead. Give me a shout out too. But if you don't, I ain't tripping on that. Like I said, this for the youth. They need that work. And so if you young, be mindful, man. You are being manipulated into all you're being manipulated into being prison minded. Meaning y'all work out and do burpees and pull-ups and all these things all day. Some people are able to monetize this, which is a good thing online. But there's many of y'all that are not. Y'all are just walking around with the aggression because working out, this has to do with built up aggression. And if there is none, you are going to build up some. This is how muscle was built off of aggression. Meaning aggression is energy, like air is, but it will become physical or more solid. Like air turns into water, and then that water becomes dirty and shit and muddy, and then thicker and thicker and more physical. This is how muscles being built from aggressive energy. If you're lost, no one's lifting weights or doing calisthenics, and they're like listening to yoga. They're not listening. You need a little bit of pump yourself up. You might put on some like hardcore metal. You might put on some hardcore rap. Whatever you put on, it's gonna be hardcore. You trying to pump yourself up. And so you get it? That aggression still lingers over. And so our youth are walking around mad and aggressive. They angry. That's a part of aggression. They don't know why though. And so it's not just from that, but it's a few things. Everything's an alchemy. So everything plays its part for the whole. The point I'm making is this is this is this is 10% jealousy and 90% truth. Stop working out. That shit is weird. I'm just saying. Now I'm gonna say it again. 10% of it is jealousy. Do some shit. I say, damn, why I don't got the patience to, to work out for 2, 3, 4 years straight? Why I quit so fast after 1 week, man? Man, fuck him. He's a weirdo. I don't even like him. Like, you feel me? See y'all looking all nice. I be like, yeah, man. I'm like how y'all are when y'all see me fly. Y'all like, man, it ain't even about that. Like, who cares about that? Like, Silas is a weirdo. So I'm like reverse with y'all. Say, look at that six pack this nigga got. That shit ain't even cool. Like, it's disrespectful. So, like I said, 10% is jealousy, but 90% is real. Now, the point I'm saying is, on a real level, all jokes aside, working out is not healthy. It's putting restriction on the body. You get it? It's going to create mucus and other problems within. This is why a lot of bodybuilders have problems after their career, whatever the case may be. Those of you that may not go to that extreme. When you get older, you are going to be fat because all that muscle. You're no different than someone fat. You're just shaping your clay right, meaning you're making it all raise up by working out. But after you stop working out, it's going to drop. You get my point? Meaning the bodybuilder is technically obese, but his fat is transitioned into so much bulk. But if he stops working out, I know you don't think like all that weight and all that food he been eating all day just gonna vanish. No, he gonna become fat, unhealthy, the same way a fat person would be. Now, if you're fat, this has nothing to do with fat, skinny, none of that. Shit, I'm jealous of y'all too. I wish I had a little bit of fat to turn into muscle, but I'm lacking. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hurt nobody's feelings. I don't. This ain't that. I'm making a deep point. Hopefully y'all grasp it. So, if you fat, you good. I can get some of that tummy. I ain't tripping over here. I like fat girls. Like, I say like fat, skinny. I wouldn't. It's like cookies. Like, I like oatmeal sometimes, sugar cookies. Shit. I even like potato chips. I don't. Women like that. I don't. I ain't tripping. You gotta get what you can get out here in the daytime because everything got COVID, my nigga. Everything, everything is disease ridden, baby. You can't be choosy when you living in a world like that. The food all fake. The woman you meet might be fake. Her whole titty might be fake, and her ass. And, everything but her neck and her hands. Like, you say, damn, that's an elderly lady's neck. But then you blow it off because you say, nah, she got a fat ass, though. I bet you that. Say that thought he got a little body. Hold on. Necks ain't even important. Like, it's chilly in hell. She's gonna have a turtleneck on it. He said, let me stop bothering y'all. It's too early for that. I know y'all don't really like to laugh early. Y'all like to laugh maybe once a week. I like to keep y'all tough face on. It's all about being tough because you in jail. Like, this is the this is the mindset I'm trying to tell y'all about. Like, y'all all in jail and y'all mind. Y'all gonna wake up and do y'all burpees and y'all push-ups. Then y'all gonna go to work with the tough face. Like, y'all first nigga look at me wrong, I'm shanking him by the Xerox machine like y'all crazy. And so kind of grasp what I'm saying. The youth are growing, grow up. Or they are growing up in this manner. And so if you're someone coming home from jail, be mindful of the influence that you're gonna have on the youth. Remember that you are institutionalized. It doesn't matter what you do in life. Even if you went to college, still remember you are institutionalized because that's an institution. And so you want to give yourself, meaning for the most part, y'all want to influence people by y'all own merit, y'all own worth, and know. Ain't nobody trying to influence nobody with somebody else stuff that might be wrong. So y'all trying to take the chance of this falling into whatever y'all do. But you get my point? Meaning if you went to college, so you're going to press that upon people, but that ain't something you truly started and things like that. It's still an institution. So just be mindful and open to that. You know that you ain't start that system. You truly don't know what it's about. And so while you promoting it, always put that little aspect out there too. This it is an institution, so you got good institutions, bad ones, horrible. You got all kind of institutions, but be clear in your, whatever y'all promote. because it's agendas behind everything, and these things usually go back, before the generation that's living it. And so when that happens, it's deep. Boss man said, "What kind of workout does wise one consider good?" It wasn't about workouts. I was just trying to explain to you guys how the prison system minded is being influenced on the young. And so I was using that as an example. I wouldn't care if y'all work out or not. The point ain't that. The point I'm talking about is the mindset y'all are adopting. You get my point? Y'all are adopting a certain mindset that is going to lead y'all to the place where the mindset comes from. Like, you get my point? You got to understand, when dudes go to prison, so this is technically torture, but a lot of people go, so no one views it as that. This is what makes you weak. This is how it works with like living things. So if I'm going through an extreme thing and you are too, like if you say something first, then I always have to say, I can always say you weaker than me. You get you get it? It's like a mind thing. So all the dudes is going to jail. Nobody don't really want to be like, yeah, this shit fuck your mind up. Cause then the next one could be like, well, that nigga weak. Like he ain't do nothing to me. Everybody's looking to capitalize off everybody else's. Everybody's looking to exploit everybody's hardships and little issues they got. So, like I said, if the dude want to come forth and say, yeah, jail kind of mess up your mind. So there's going to be a jail dude that be like, nah, he just weak. You know, he a victim. He ain't got no worth. That's how that happened to him. But check this out. He ain't do nothing to me. Now he institutionalized just like him. There's many aspects. So you get it? It's just like on the streets. You got a few characters, but all the niggas in the streets gonna fall under, you know, these founding father characters, so to say. So it's the same with jail, the same with college. College people gonna either act one of a few ways. And so that's every environment. The point I'm making is this. When dudes are sent to jail, which is an institution, then they are not given anything to snap the psychology back to how they were before they went. You get my point? And so that means something. Meaning before they went to prison, they were a certain way. Upon returning, you have to have a brain to know the mind is going to be slightly altered after all that time. Just off understanding alchemy and light, they are getting very little sunlight. It's deep when you're dealing with light and how it plays an effect on the mind, which is not physical either. It's like light as well, meaning y'all as minds of consciousness, y'all light goes on and off. Y'all call that awake or unconscious. And so light can influence that. Meaning if I shine bright light in your eyes, even if you sleep, you're gonna wake up. It's gonna pull you into the realms of light, which is awake. Like I said, y'all are lights within. This is why that good book always speak about lamps, within the vessel. So it's speaking of y'all inside y'all body. So y'all technically just lights. These lights going on and off. We call that, sleep and awake. Am I going too deep? I know I was breaking down, the psychological attacks on the mind. Some of y'all in here might be prison people. And now I'm going way too deep for you. You like, where the shank at? I'm stab solace. He crazy. Like, I was with him at first. Now he bugging. Let me know. I'll let this plane pass by. There's a big boat too. In any event, like I said, you guys are all lights within. Me as well. And so light can influence us. Our inner light, bringing us either into awakeness or into the darknesses of self. This is what we call unconscious. When we go into unconscious, we are pretty much falling into the abyss within self. Of course, a light has light part of itself and the dark parts of itself. And so we fall into these parts of selves as mine. Hopefully, you guys can hear me over this, rusty ass, big ass boat. I apologize. But it goes deeper than that, meaning if I put someone in the darkest space you can think of, so they're gonna find a corner, a little place to like sit scaredly and probably fall asleep really fast. Now, let's say if they don't, and I use the light to create an imbalance on the mind. So, usually a person gets a certain amount of time of light and a certain amount of time of darkness during their day. But let's say I just put them in darkness only for 2 days straight. So, this is going to cause an imbalance on the mind. They're going to feel it physically as well when they come out of that darkness into the light. Their eyebrows and shit going to hurt, like their forehead. They're going to feel strange till they get adjusted. And so this is the sign that the mind has been transitioned or altered into another state. You get my point? Meaning the night self is now in the day. You can really make someone evil through light. Lock a dog in a dark closet for like 3, 4 days and then let them out. They're gonna come out into that light like the scary things that go bump in the night. Like that. It's like y'all hear the stories like the primordial abyss and all the wild demon energies associated with it, like that. When y'all fall into sleep, this is the abyss. Sometimes y'all have dreams and, it's weird things in the abyss. This is where, all the freaky things in life are. That's why they say the freaks come out at night. They don't mean like the prostitutes, they mean like gothic, like freaks. So it's deep. Am I clear over this dusty boat? That has to be a garbage vessel. Do you guys be so nonchalant and quiet because I'm so deep? Or do you guys just be quiet because y'all got bad attitudes? I don't understand. Like, I'm trying to be happy. I like to laugh. Y'all don't have no jokes and shit. I'm just let me leave y'all alone today. I could dig it, rifle hitter. I'm glad y'all can hear, because that boat's kind of disturbing my thoughts. And so, of course, I'm speaking of light and how, of course, when you're dealing with light, this is used in magic as well. Meaning, if you want to become a magician, I don't mean, wrap it out the hat, but I mean a real magician who got a rabbit for the purposes of using it as a guinea pig, the same way a scientist used a mice. So, this is why a sorcerer or magician in the past, this is the foundations of the rabbit out of the hat. The rabbit is truly the magician's guinea pig, and he's gonna like make so many different drug mixtures. This is alchemy. He's gonna test it on this rabbit. The same way chemists do now. So it's the same thing. We just call a sorcerer a scientist now. A chemist, a specific one. So you got light, which is basically like airs. You got substance, and then you got physical things. So there's alchemy on every level, meaning mixing and merging lights is alchemy. This is what creates different substances. Lights is like atoms. You bind atoms together, you get molecules. This is substance. So I'm just saying it without the science. If you merge a whole bunch of lights together, you get liquid. This is like a rainbow. The rainbow predates the waters, but y'all see it in reverse. Y'all see what is closer to y'all first. This being, physical stuff. So y'all see the water, then the rainbow. But the rainbow predated the waters. The waters came from the rainbow. As the waters begin to evaporate back into air, so they have to pass through the state of colors before they were just colorless air. Does that make sense? Wisdom is deep, but doesn't always come out the mind space. What's in the mind space doesn't always come out the mouth hole, right? It's truly an interesting thing. But hopefully y'all following. And so light can distort or put the mind in a different state of self. There's many aspects of self, there's many personalities of self. Some of these personalities are buried, but light and different other alchemies involving substances can emerge these things out. This is why when y'all do drugs, y'all be like different people for the time. And so when you're dealing with prison, there's a lot of light games that prisoners are not privy to because prisoners are not alchemists and scientists. But they play many light games on them. When you go to the hospital, there's a great deal of light alchemy at work, meaning they use white light in the hospital. You have different color lights. These different color lights will affect the light within self, which is the emotional state. And so if I put you guys in a room of red light, y'all gonna start feeling like red is dark, so it's more closely associated with darkness, which is unconsciousness or night. And so, if I put y'all in a room of red light, y'all gonna go into that state. But red is not all the way dark. It's the lustly sex energies before. After y'all get a good fuck, y'all fall into unconscious. So they go together. So red will put y'all in an exotic type of state where y'all want to have sex and things. If I put you there for quite some time. And so this is just how the alchemies of light work. If I shine yellow light in your face, like sunlight, it will brighten your mood. Unless you're just a complete asshole where you like, no, I'm gonna be angry. I don't care. I need to be an asshole. You have people like that. Hi, brother. They have to be mad. Like life has to be balanced. They have to hold their vibration, which is anger. They must cause others to be angry too, because it has to be balanced. And so if you're positive, you have to be aware of these things. So when angry people come, like, no, it's just a battle. He's trying to piss me off. I have to win. I have to win for my side. Like, I have to make this nigga laugh and show, like, in life that, the angry side is not real. The angry motherfucker's really not angry. He's just, nigga got mental, bro. So grasp. Hopefully y'all grasp the point I'm making. Hold your position. If you more with the peace and positivity, don't get dragged into the negativity. It's a game, like it's a challenge. And so it's the same, for those of y'all that's on the negative and angry side of life. You have to hold. That's OD. I want y'all to suffer. Yeah, you have to hold your vibration. Stay angry. You're gonna get sick. Just stay that way. It's a deep thing. Person tell you they hate you, just look at them in pity and say, damn, you got to carry that hate around. I'm sure it's hell of a burden. I'm glad I don't have it, and walk away from them. You're gonna feel so stupid. I think they hate that they hold within them affects you. It don't. That's your gut. Hate comes from the gut. You fucking up your own stomach, not mine. You don't have to tell me you hate me. I don't see no evil in it. It fucks up your gut. The deep thing. Now back to light. When you're dealing with the prison system or any institution that we have, there's gonna be light games. There's a lot of alchemy going on around y'all. Meaning things is when you're dealing with the mind, the psyche of a person, and so of course I said there's a lot of psychological attacks. There's gonna be a lot of light alchemies and things like this involved, and there's going to be a lot of substances involved. This is how you distort the mind, through light and substance. Well, light will manifest into substance, however you arrange the colors. If you're a scientist, however you arrange the atoms will determine the light. Will determine the substance that comes forth. So hydrogen, oxygen atoms will bring forth liquid water, fresh, pure. Mm, Hydrogen, oxygen with a little carbon may bring forth, salty waters, a different state of these waters. But it's all a matter of the arrangement of the atoms. If you're not a scientist, view atoms like colors: red, yellow, blue. Mixing them creates substances, liquid. It will be salty, pure, dark, and murky. All depends on the arrangement. And so, like I said, you see a rainbow associated with rain, which is substance. So you're looking at atoms, like it's deep. Hopefully, I'm clear and y'all grasping. Y'all kind of dead in the morning. If anyone wants to give back, you can do so at cash.me/$ the real solace, or paypal.me/solace solari. And of course, there's super chat. And so be mindful when you're dealing with, try to be aware when you're in this system. Like I said, everything is, it's an attack on the mind, y'all psyche. Once the mind is altered or changed, it's hard to get it back. So think like when you were a kid. It's hard for you to get your kid mind and kid perspective back, which was so innocent. It'd probably be good for you. But you can't get that back. You've seen too much. You know what you know. Like that. Once the mind is altered, of course experience can change the perspective of the mind. So y'all have to always, my teachings have to do with that. Man, you have to always be on the snapback, being fully aware of the different alchemies that you interacting with, whether it's on an energetic level. This is like airs. Certain situations you go through, they're going to alter the state of your mind, meaning how you see things, people, life. You get my point? The way we see things, people in life is going to be how it's going to be for us, because the way we treat people, because the way we see it. And so you always want to keep the mind at its foundation. Now, most people are far past their foundation in regards to mind, but you get my point? You do have a sense to know, like, yeah, my mind has been altered quite a bit since I've been in this life. I've been through different things. Of course, you have the other alchemies, like the medicines we take. This is all, mixture of drugs and pills. That's a seal. These things alter the state of the mind as well. Meaning, if you smoke marijuana, I smoke marijuana. My mind, the marijuana alters. I don't want to say it alters my mind, being as though I'm fully aware of it, because I'm telling y'all. You get my point? Meaning, that's kind of stupid when you think of it. But just figure like if I was one of y'all and I never said anything about this. So my smoking marijuana is going to alter my perspective. And so just like I'm aware of that, so it doesn't, y'all can be too. That's the point I'm making. It goes both ways. Like, if you're aware of a thing, it technically, I don't know how to explain it, but if you're aware of something, so then the effect it was supposed to have on you, it didn't fully have on you. That's like if I'm playing a trick on you, but you know I'm playing a trick on you the whole time. So then who's truly the trick on? Is my trick even working? Like that. If I'm able to sit here and tell you, like, nah, it's gonna alter my mind, and so obviously I must have adjusted it, because I'm able to sit here and tell you that. Meaning, if a person smoke weed, they gonna probably tell you the opposite. Like, nah, you smoke weed every day, it's great for you. You get it? It ain't gonna fuck up your perspective. It's good for your perspective. You get it? They gonna ride that side of it. But my mind, my perspective ain't altered. I didn't let it get, my snapback is good. You know how chicks snatch their waist back. Like, you got to look at your mind like that. Like, you got to keep your mind snatched. Like, you never know when a date gonna pull up. You can keep your mind on point. Like, keep that and stuff. Vincent Simmons says that seems like what people call karma. Is that the same? Mm. Karma is a perspective to have. You have to live out the perspective that you have. So you believe in karma, so you will receive from the energies of it. Meaning you believe if you do something wrong, you're going to receive back whatever you give out. I believe whatever one person puts into the life, so it will work its way around to everyone. It wouldn't matter if you do a thing or not. Once it's let out into the life, so it can affect all. And so, in that perspective, what would karma be then? Nothing. It would just be stupid motherfuckers doing stupid shit, and then it catches on in life to others. And that it spreads. If I slap the shit out of somebody and a kid say, ooh, that looks fun. So now he starts slapping motherfuckers. So now you got slapping motherfuckers in life. And many will do it. But this has nothing to do with karma for the people that got slapped. They just a victim of my stupidity. Decided to do it too. So you get my point? Karma's an ideal. Everything y'all have is an ideal, but let's go deep. The mind, you, this is you. You're an awareness. Personality, perspective, ideals. These are the things that's going to restrict this awareness. So you have this thing called karma. This is an ideal. This is a perspective to have. It's going to distort the awareness. You get my point? The awareness is the wisdom, meaning how aware you can become. This is you just being present, being aware of what's happening around you, not taking a side, a perspective, having an idea on this, just being aware. This is the pinnacles of wisdom. This is when all things that is brought into self will be received pure, meaning the mind completely clear. Perspective, ideas, these things add restriction or put dirt on this awareness. And so, in that, this is what blocks you guys from becoming wise, like real wise. Like how I am. Like what y'all hate to admit. Like next level wise, where you like, damn, what he just said is deep as hell. Where's those words at in my mind space? What room is that in, Solace? It's in the cube. That Solomon square thing. Like the mind has many rooms. It's like a mansion. So there's a central point, a cube. This is where all shapes end. This is as close as you're going to get to unseen, unrestricted. Once you get one angle, 45-degree, 30, it wouldn't matter. You on your way to shape. You on your way to physical. This is the separation between which I would probably say is God mind and physical mind. Physical life starts with angles. They develop up into shapes. A triangle will become a square, that a circle. So, my wisdom comes from the cube of the mind space. This is the beginnings of physical right before unphysical. It's a deep thing. I don't know if y'all follow that, but like I said, wisdom is an awareness. You guys have a perspective, a personality, ideas, ideals. It distorts the awareness, which is what you are. So someone asked me, because in the past I didn't do a video with Rupert Spira, but I added Rupert Spira in one of my videos. And so some of you guys, every now and then, I guess you all see this video because it's still up. So y'all see it whenever y'all do. And y'all ask me if this guy is someone I look up to. Now the answer is no. Rupert Spira actually does something that annoys me. It's what it's what it's this thing that fake wise men do. So Rupert Spirit, he speaks like emotionless. He sounds like Alan Watts without any personality or emotion. And this is this thing that wise men do, that meaning they try to speak without any emotion. Therefore, they appear to be completely in control. So if you watch certain wise men, they try to speak so calmly and, restrain shit. Rupert Spira does that. It fucking annoys me because that, you get it? It's a perspective he has. It interferes with the awareness. You get it? Rupert Spira is Rupert Spira to Rupert Spira. And so he would never be wise. There's a perspective there. There is something interfering with his awareness. You get it? Y'all are y'all to yourselves. This interferes with the awareness of self and the wisdom of self. Who you are was made. You get it? Rupert Spira was named Rupert Spira by someone else, in the environment he grew up in the perspective he takes on what a wise man is, and how he carries it is all perspective and influence on his awareness, which is going to alter his lens and how he sees things and how his mind works. Wisdom is the removing of all of these things. That part. And so, no, Rupert Spear is not someone I listen to. I don't listen to anybody. I just observe who's wise and who isn't. So he's like wiser than a lot of y'all. But y'all have perspectives. This alters y'all awareness. It makes it hard for y'all to be on a level of true wisdom. You know. Here, I'll give y'all an example of true wisdom. Most of you guys are groupies. So you say, I love Rupert. He has more followers than you, Solace. You wouldn't know. You're right. I wouldn't know anything. I'm just a squirrel. I'm looking for nuts. No spice. No spices included, baby. I don't mind being the stupidest person on the planet. This is why I'm the wisest. Because it wouldn't matter what I am. It's stupid or wise. Uh, It's still what it is, which is genius. So, like I said, it wouldn't matter to me what you guys classify me as. Stupid, wise. I'm still whatever, I am. There. Like, it's deep. And so, grasp. Let me give you guys a display of a thing. It's going to blow y'all minds. So, y'all can see how deep the mind space can go. You can go past the cube, but y'all probably don't even know what I'm talking about. Y'all probably don't fully even grasp what I mean by that. And so I want to explain something deep. Thank you, Raunchy Juice, for the give back. People clocking here, they act like the wise man ain't got to get no peanut punch and eat. Now, let me get to some of these questions. Gwendolyn Reed says, the way that you treat others, I'm too far past, meaning I'm not sure what part of what I was explaining you're speaking about to, add on. Bossman said your mind is like poetry. That is, salam, shalom. Yeah, this is what words is. A sound is like an atom, literally. When y'all make sounds, a sound being a vowel, ah, a sound is, an atom, literally. A syllable, molecule. Syllables make words. This is your cells. When y'all speak words, y'all are literally speaking out neuron cells, brain cells. This is okay though because you guys hear too, so call it a trading of brain cells. So you never get too low. Because of this, a person can talk themselves into a stupor, meaning you guys can talk more than y'all hear, creating an imbalance. Stupid, you know, this is how stupid starts. It's deep. Bossman said people have seen so many dumb academic people that they have forgotten about the wisdom of true scholarship. Indeed, that's a fact. Gwendolyn Reed said, flip cool, do some research before you do that. Okay, you're talking to Flip Cool about the vaccine, I guess. And so, y'all are gonna do what y'all do in regards of the vaccine. This is why I don't truly waste my breath on that. But Gwendolyn Reed said, you treat people badly, the same will happen to you. Like I said, this is a perspective a lot of you guys have a problem grasping. It's because of perspectives. So if you treat people badly, this could happen. They could treat you back badly, or they can get completely frightened of you to where they do whatever you say. In that, you do not recoup like what you're saying, which would be karma. If you treat people bad, then they treat you bad back. That's not necessarily always the case. Now, the reason you can't see that is because you have this idea, this perspective. It's making your mind stuck on one stupid thing, not being aware of the whole aspect of things, which is if you go to the extremes of what you call treating people badly, they will actually treat you nicely because their mind is now transitioned into fear, in that they can't think straight or logically. You get it? Or is your perspective too stuck? Salam, shalom, Gwendolyn Reed. I haven't took no disrespect towards it, what you were saying. I'm trying to help you. You have a perspective. That perspective is going to be the restriction in your awareness, which is going to stop you from seeing the whole aspect of things. Now, you took offense, so you went to say, like, no disrespect. You're not grasping. Wisdom has no emotion, just grasp. So it's a deep thing. You treat people badly, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. The thing is this, you want to treat people kindly. In that, you know, you feel good inside. No one feels good inside and treats others like shit. And so you use self to check self. You say, I just yelped at this motherfucker today. Maybe I got a little bit of dirt inside of me. Like, maybe there's anger there. You get it? You use the self to check the self. But so you be kind for that reason. If you're kind, then you know you feel good inside. And so in that, you know, you're manifesting forth, you know, good pure waters within. This is coming from good thought, you know. Thought being like air. It's going to manifest into substance. This is why y'all have so much liquid inside. Gwendolyn Reed, you seem to be afflicted by a situation in life where you're trying to prove to someone that it's important that they be kind. You said what you do to your parents, your children will do to you. So I'm assuming one of your children has done something. You have become afflicted to where you keep blabbering out your perspective. You're trying to manipulate the mind of a child or someone in your life, but they're not here right now, but you're still in this moment. And so I'm really wise, meaning I play stupid with y'all sometimes and curse y'all out and things because I be bored. But I'm like, there's no psychologist you're gonna find that's like understand the mind like I do. So I can tell you your whole situation. You see how I just did that? Like, I already know what's going on with you just from your words. And so you say you're answering Flip's question, but you're trying to make a perspective as well. Then you went into parents and children, which you're off whatever topic you guys were truly on, somewhat. But you have to snap the mind together for self. Some of you watching may grasp what I'm saying, where you can see it. Like, okay, I see what he's saying. We dig deep into our emotional problems and drag them shits over into any situation. It disturbs our it disturbs our perspective, and awareness of things. And so you have a tunnel vision on a thing in regards to this perspective, whatever it may be. So I'm agreeing with you. Be kind to people, but for the reasons I said, meaning so you know that you feel good. Usually treat people usually give what's within. So an aggravated person's gonna give you some funk, you, you know, because that's what they working with for the day. A happy person gonna give you what they got, because that's what they working with within for the day. So don't take a side. Once you do that, you distort the awareness of self. And so the true pinnacles of wisdom is when one can become aware of all influences. Like I said, y'all have perspective, ideas, ideals, many things that y'all have adopted. Interferes with the instinct as well as, the viewpoint of the mind. Now, let me do this quick breakdown for you guys so you guys can see the length, so you guys can see how far into the abyss the mind can go. Of course, the pinnacles of all wisdoms that y'all have to do with that, crossing the abyss of self. This is that unconscious state y'all fall into. So, to be completely awake and aware always, this is the pinnacles of wisdom. This is you as a mind. Of course, now you're physical, you may not fully grasp what I just said. But you as heirs, which is a mind, it wakes up. This is the light of itself. It falls into the darkness of itself. This is unconsciousness. That darkness is like a space. On the other side of it is a thing you know nothing of. But so the mind goes from its darkness back to its awake. You know, it never leaves that realms, going to see how far it can go into this abyss if there's another side. So look at you have awake, you have unconscious. And you have whatever is in the depths of this unconsciousness. I guess y'all would call that death. Like, oh, you go too deep into the abyss of unconsciousness, then you dead. Meaning you ain't never coming back. You ain't gonna wake up. So it's deep, but this being the pinnacles of most wisdoms. Now I want to show you guys how far you can penetrate this darkness of self. This is all y'all don't know in life. Like, it's a lot of darkness in the mind. A cosmic dark space, like not knowing. All that's lit up is knowing. So there's not that much incomparance. Meaning there's too much more dark space than things that you can see. So there's a lot of dumbness. There's a lot of not knowing. Shit go deep. Y'all have to grasp the mind. Digusia has no influences. So like, what y'all view as wise, I'm aware of it. I can do it, but I say no, I don't have to. I can do it when I want. Like, it doesn't matter. They don't understand. You got to keep the mind space clear. This is the awareness. I never get lost in y'all perspectives. I never make sure I have one. Like, it is. I just speak the truth. So y'all get pissed off. Y'all kind of be like, man, this nigga all over the place. He don't play no side on nothing. Ain't no side to play. That's our restrictions. But like, I'll bother a pinhead monkey. I'll bother their opposition, which is a Native American person too. Like, Either side doesn't matter. It's the same. It's polar opposite thing, baby. I don't know. Just stuff for me to do, like just shit for me to bother, help, you know. Yell at, say nice things to. Y'all are just here for that, like, like in reverse too, like we all just here for that for you, like. So enjoy. It ain't that deep. Now let's get into this deep mind space wisdom. Most of you guys probably view life like this. Let me go into the deep spaces of the self. Take a quick deep breath. Speaking, is not that healthy. Like I said, you're giving up, neuron cells. It's all right though. I have many. I can give you all some. You'll be really wise. I'll still be wise too. It wouldn't matter. Now, for those of y'all that's mad, you say he got so much ego. He'd be all right if he could just lose the ego. Shut up, you're jealous. See how I know everything? Like, I'm not even with you right now. I know that was in your mind space because there's no restrictions in my mind space. So my mind space is with all minds. Like, my mind's in y'all minds. Like, it's a part of y'all minds too. So I know what you think. Like, I know what bothers y'all and what doesn't. And, like I said, my mind's in y'all minds. But this is a matter because my mind don't have any restrictions on it. So y'all minds is all, y'all minds is in my mind. Like little pieces of minds. Like, minds is just broad space, no restrictions. So the restrictions fall into that. So then I know what y'all thinking and feeling and shit because, it's deep. So I know some of y'all say, man, if he lose his ego, he be alright. I don't have an ego, so I'm gonna disturb you with, what you call my ego as often as I can, being as though you're seeking that out. So, you ignore sarcasm and everything. So you have to give people what they want. It's deep. Now let's go into the depths of this mind space. Most of you guys view life, physical life that we live, as a going from physical back into the unphysical or unseen realms. So y'all view like God, heaven, these things being unseen aspects of life that, we are on our way to. You have all the dark cosmic space, then you have all the physical things within it. This dark cosmic space being like mind. Mind being like airs. This will manifest into physical substance, transcending from dark and murky to muddy to clay-like to stone. This is what airs does. So we're speaking of the dark cosmic mind space that all the physical life is in. Meaning anything physical you can think of, from a galaxy all the way down to an atom. Any piece of physical life you can think of, it's within this unphysical space. That unphysical space is manifesting physical, like all physical things within it. Meaning what y'all call God in heaven is an unseen thing forming into the great physical. Dark space, dark matter. Get it? Meaning what y'all are calling unseen and unphysical is on its way. So that's God in heaven. This unseen thing that's forming into physical. You guys have just beat it in becoming physical. But this is why God is the Alpha and the Omega, first and last, first manifestation, or first to begin, last to actually manifest out. If you're lost, think of yourself. Sperm cell gets egg. You are the mind in the body. You control the whole body. You got millions and billions and trillions of cell life within you. But you are the God over the body, not thumb. You decide if the arm move left or right. You're a mind. The point I'm making is this. In your beginnings, you as a substance, of course, this is what mind, which is airs, will manifest into first, substance. So you as a substance, sperm cell gets, I'm not sure when it started. I'm not sure when that interference started, but I was giving you guys an example of what I was saying. When sperm cell gets egg cell, this is you as substance, you as a mind that has manifested to a substance at this point. Sperm cell gets egg cell, or substance gets egg cell. This is you. All the cell life within you, they live generation after generation in your body before you even had a shape in a form. You get it? Meaning before your body took shape and form in the womb, all the cells in your body was already living and dying generation after generation before the main organism even had a form. They all have form and shape and physical life and live and die before you even was born out the womb in your shape and form. Your body makes for the whole existence for all the cells within you that have living life. When you were shaping and forming in the womb, unformed at that time, they had their form and shape in their life because of you, but you hadn't even took shape and form yet. Now, I said the dark cosmic space that all physical things are in is a mind manifesting physically. Its first and last are Alpha and Omega, meaning the same way you was first to come in existence, sperm cell get egg cell. You first to come into existence in that body, but all them cells that came after you, they lived, they died generation after generation, still living and dying within you now, before you was even born out. Before you even had a shape and form, they already existed. This is how we are in the cosmic space of the dark universe. It is a mind manifesting into a physical vessel, and we are like the cells in it already living and breathing and doing what we do. So God is manifesting physical. Heaven being within this body, hell too. And so the dark parts of self, the lower regions of self, where the cells lie dead, we call them sperm. This is one aspect of the self. And then you have the upper parts of the self, which is the awakeness. And so all the physical life within the vessel will fall where it does. On a universal level, or on a whole existence level, dark cosmic space manifesting into physical body, all within it falling where it does. Below, in the dead parts, or above, in the parts that live forever. Neuron cells don't necessarily die, but sperm cells are down there dead. Are y'all following? Or did I go too deep? And so it's like I said in the previous video, y'all live in heaven now. Physical life is heaven. All before it is death and the dead manifesting forth. And so y'all have wasted heaven or made it a hell. There's more to come though. Meaning the whole cosmic universe is manifesting into a body. So all will fall where it does. This is why I said it's chilly in hell. Make sure you got a turtleneck. It's deep. Do you guys follow? Or am I going too deep? Salam, shalom. The good deeds you guys do will. Salam, shalom. I just lost my service. I'll say it again though. The good deeds you guys do will bring y'all closer to God, and the bad deeds that you guys do will bring y'all closer to Satan. Now, y'all will never see God in Satan, but y'all will just become these entities and blend with the whole of the entity. If you need an example, there's many cells that make up your body. You are one entity. All those cells make you. They ain't synced you. They are pieces and aspects of you. I'll say it again. Good deeds will bring you closer to God. Bad deeds will bring you closer to the Satan, to your blend, becoming one with the whole. Hopefully y'all grasp, because a lot of y'all have deeds that are quite unbalanced. We not talking about physical. We talking about the mind of self being the pinnacles of its greatness, this being like God, the mind being completely clear, the self being completely happy, able to project that happiness out to others. You get it? Being a light, being love, and all these things for others, because this is what's vibrating within. Like I said, the mind being clear, all the thought being clear, understanding being clear, not just the understandings of self, but the outer. This is what good deeds, good thoughts. When I say deeds, I'm speaking of the beginnings of a deed, which is a thought. And so you got to start with the heirs of self, meaning the thoughts going to lead to the actions. And so when we speak in deeds, you got to start with the thought. The bad thoughts going to lead you to the bad states of the self. This is the Satan, the selfish nature of self, the small self, the petty self, the self that will risk its whole entire life and however many years that is for quick reward that only lasts a moment. This is how a person get to that place. This is how a lot of you youth gonna get to that place. You're gonna nitpick doing bad deeds and adopting bad thoughts. You're gonna adopt bad thoughts every now and then, you're gonna act on them. Meaning you're gonna see negative ass shit in this life and you're gonna become intrigued by it, and these is the thoughts. And then you're gonna slowly start to act on some of those thoughts, and these is gonna be your bad deeds adding up, bringing you as a mind closer to this entity called Satan, where you're gonna blend with the whole of it. And so y'all do y'all bad deeds, y'all have y'all small bad thoughts. They all add up, slowly bringing y'all to that place in mind. where y'all move about in y'all Satan and truly have a sat- satanic perspective. When I say satanic, I'm not speaking ghosts, ghouls, and goblins. Most of y'all are fear filled, but I'm speaking like the natures that y'all have, the beastly natures, like a Satan would have. An animal gonna kill another animal so that it can sustain itself. Fuck that animal's life. Beastly nature. Selfish, beastly nature. Me or you, fuck you. Not a nature in mind to say, how can I sustain us both? You get it? How can I feed myself without killing this thing? Shit, and maybe feeding it too. So it don't got to kill nothing. How can I do that? See, this is the God mind clicking in. It's not about destroying, it's about building. That's what all this shit here for, to build it up, to make a paradise for yourself. But so it all starts with the thoughts in the mind. The mind gonna get influenced by what it sees and hears. There you go, Gwendolyn Reed. Many live a lifetime of misery for a small moment of pleasure or a small moment of letting their minds fall into the lowest parts of itself, where it does not care about its whole existence, it just cares about that one dumb moment. Many of y'all are gonna end up in prison like that. You done got too hot headed and lost into this one stupid moment, and you're gonna do something that's gonna end you up in jail for quite some time because of that one moment. Meaning you threw your whole life and existence away because you fell into your satanic nature, where the only thing that mattered to you is that moment. It can even be some of y'all want nice clothes and nice material things. And so you get so lost into that moment, you give away all that you have now when your ass end up in the pokey. And so it's a deep thing. I say that because the pokey is a business. When I say the pokey, I'm speaking of prison. It's a business. We ain't got shares in that shit. And so we all up in that motherfucker, making niggas rich. It ain't about, you get it? Y'all look at it like, oh, I went to jail. Man, you went and made a nigga rich. Niggas own jails. Fucking getting paid behind that. You getting manipulated to end up there so you can get another nigga rich and put his kids through college. So this shit go deep. I keep my mind positive and on positive thoughts, and so my days don't have any misery, meaning I don't have any problems. Thank, you know, thank, thank the gods, thank the God himself. That's all I can tell most of y'all. Start thanking the God himself for whatever you do got, because you can easily snap into your Satan mind where you're not never fucking quenched. And so you know where that leads. When you got shit already, but you want more. So then now you got, what's called poverty. This is why if you a rapper, you got to be careful. Because the way that industry works, the lifestyle costs more than the profit. In that, a rapper always gonna have debt being poverty. And wherever there is poverty, you gonna see crime. And wherever you see crime, you gonna see a bunch of motherfuckers dying early. Now you look at the rap game and you reflect on what I just said. When you're dealing with the rap genre of the entertainment industry, their lifestyle costs more than their profit. You get it? Meaning a rapper has to look a certain way before he even make money. The lifestyle is more expensive than what they make. So in that, they start off impoverished, meaning behind or in debt. This is all a mind thing, though. This is not to say that the rapper's broke and poor. This is just to say he's in an environment where whatever he do have, it ain't enough. That's what poverty is. It ain't a number of what you have or don't. It's the environment you in that take you away from the appreciation of what the fuck you do got. This is what poverty is. Excuse my language if you young. I don't want this message to get lost. When you become unappreciative, this is the beginnings of poverty. That ain't to say some of y'all ain't supposed to have more than y'all do have, but you appreciate the little bit that you do have. It will lead to more. When you don't appreciate what you do got, that shit gonna lead to your ass having nothing. Cause you're gonna reach outside of what you got in your means to make something manifest that ain't get there yet. Just relax. You gotta enjoy what you got first before you can get more. Or play with the shit you got before you go buy new toys. Wear them shoes you got before you even think about new ones. But so this is how poverty is. It don't matter if you just got new shoes. You gon' think about the new Jordans coming out when you just bought the new ones that came out. This is poverty. Never being satisfied. Always yearning and wanting. Never being in an environment where you feel like what you got is enough. That shit gonna lead you into crime. Because wherever there's poverty, there's crime, and wherever there's crime, there's early death. Now look at the rap genre of entertainment. That's the only genre where the lifestyle costs them more than their profit. Am I insulting rappers? No, I'm giving them a jewel. Stay mindful of that. The industry you live in is attacking y'all psychologically. They're the ones that's making y'all think y'all have to spend y'all money and look a certain way to where the lifestyle is more expensive than the profit. They're manipulating y'all as y'all come into that industry. And so this ain't to insult a rapper, this is to get y'all mind on a level. You got Styles P. He's still bitter and angry about like some of the shit I'm talking about. Meaning that industry, it breed them to fuck they self over. Then a lot of them start to realize they carry over that poverty, which is that anger. If Styles P fuck around and stab P Diddy, now he gonna be in a pokey and gonna lose whatever he do got, which is more than most of you motherfuckers. But see how that greed work? Styles P probably better off than most of us, but the environment he in, he feel like a fucking bum that's lacking. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to see. Half us good out here, man. Playing with these sorceries they keep putting in our fucking face, making us think we lacking. In that, it bring poverty into our mind space. And this is all poverty is. Thoughts, ideas, a perspective of a thing. Ain't no number to say you rich and ain't no number to say you poor. That shit is a feeling in the environment. And so a lot of y'all need to grasp that because the monies that y'all do have, y'all can use it to do, better things in life. This is how I try to move, but you guys just don't ever give back. I guess you guys have convinced yourselves that I'm going to spend my money on shoes or something. Y'all don't understand. I've been fly. I'm going to always be fly. That ain't got shit to do with nothing. That's why I always got about 10 grand in the pocket. Meaning that's a few shoes. That's hundreds. This just the change. I don't know what that is. But you get my point? Money don't go on shoes. It goes where it goes. It's there. It ain't going nowhere. I'm old school. I've been fly for quite some time. So I'll tell you guys like this. And a lot of stars are like this. Meaning y'all try to keep up with people and y'all don't know how they get their shit. I've been fly so long. Sometimes I walk down certain blocks and the nigga in the store will give me some free shoes just to get me back coming there because he figuring in his mind this nigga don't buy shoes every day no more. Like that. I don't buy shoes every day no more, but he don't know that. So he like, damn, I'm missing out on hella bread. Where he been at? Like, they see me, they give me shit. So like that. You don't know what the fuck I got on. That shit might have been a gift from a bitch anything. I'm pretty fucking happy. Don't worry about it. And so it's a deep thing. But like I said, y'all, remove yourself from impoverished environments then with the money that you do get, you can do things that's gonna have, real meaning and purpose in your life. It's gonna help others. It's gonna be a deep thing. Cause rappers will blow a whole fucking, they'll blow a whole island in the club, the strip club. Mind you, they could have bought a whole island with that shit and then slowly developed it up and be a city owner. This is what I teach. They don't want to learn that shit. Nah, Silas, we don't want to learn that shit. We good. So, that's what I mean. Is the environment. Shit make you impoverished in the mind, and you like it's deep. You do irrational shit that don't even make no sense. So kind of grasp. Environments is important. If you a rapper, you're in an environment where they're playing on y'all psyche, meaning they're attacking y'all perspective in y'all mind. Basically, they're putting the poverty into y'all. This is how the CEOs stay rich and shit, and y'all don't. Y'all pay for all they shit and y'all shit. It's just deep. They don't care to tell y'all how it work though. See, when you're dealing with rap, they don't teach them how to manage their money. They teach them specifically how to fuck it up. So it's deeper than just, oh, they don't teach us how to manage our money. Man, that's old school talk. It's deeper than them not teaching y'all how to manage y'all money. They make sure to specifically teach y'all how to fuck it up. Because you'll figure out how to manage your own money once you start making some. Unless you got a nigga influencing you to fuck it up every time you get it. Then that distorts your thoughts. Because you like, damn, he keep he keep talking every time my bag coming like anything. He keep telling me this new shit came out and I'm trying to get my bag and do what I need to do. Like every time it pop up, some new shit pop up for me to buy. They keep pushing it in my mind to get it. It's gonna make me that nigga. Like, so this how rapper live. And that is deep. Meaning they do it specifically to them on purpose. If the rapper's always broke, then he gonna work. Like they make sure they give the rappers just enough to keep them niggas starving. Like shit. Everybody play the same games on everybody and never. They gon' hand feed the niggas under the man, give them just enough where they starving still, so they keep working. And so whatever environment you fall in, if you ain't at the tippity toppity tip, you gon' be like eating out a nigga's hand mad. And that's just the realities of life. Big said. My charge about to die. So y'all enjoy y'all day. Hopefully y'all receive this message, in good spirits. And I want to thank y'all for the give backs, but more than that, for not making me have to curse none of you niggas the fuck out. Because like I said, man, let me get on out of here. Peace and wisdom.